Hi, this is Aisha. I wrote Family Matters. It's a book about organ donation awareness because my mother Ansa waited for a kidney transplant for more than 10 years. She was on dialysis for 3 days a week and was basically attached to the dialysis machine either overnight for 16 hours or she would have to go to a dialysis unit and sit there for a number of hours and come home completely exhausted and drained because the dialysis machine does the job of your kidneys. There was a report out this week that said 8,000 people are actually waiting for an organ transplant now. 8,000. Just think about that. 8,000 people are walking around, living their lives waiting for an organ transplant, so their quality of life isn't as good as what it could be. And if they get a transplant, then their quality of life will improve and they will have received life-saving treatment in the form of an organ donation because somebody was willing to donate. But if they don't receive their transplant, they'll die. Simple. That's what happened to my mother, unfortunately, after 10 years. And it was really, really sad watching her go through what she went through. We all believed she would receive her life-saving transplant, and she didn't. So when I read this report this week and read the news articles saying that 8,000 people are still waiting, I was even more shocked to see that the number of people who are willing to donate has gone down. So the reason I wrote my book, Family Matters, is because of exactly this point. I want people to talk to their families and tell them what their wishes are because family matters above all. It's your family at the end of the day, get this, that has the final say. Even if you're on the organ donor register, which is deemed consent, it's like you're on it automatically. You can opt out if you want, that's also fine. But when you're on it and you die, if your family is with you in hospital, your family will be asked if they consent to your organs being donated, for you to be considered for donation. And they get to have the final say. That's the soft opt-out, because family, above all, matters, but it's also the family that has the final say. So the reason I wrote the book was to say, please tell your family what your wishes are, because they can actually end up blocking what may have been your wish to be an organ donor. But it also might be just because they didn't know what your wish was, because you didn't talk to them. You could also talk to them and say, I don't want to be in the register, I don't want my organs to be donated, make sure they're not. That's their right, that's your right, it's everyone's right. We all have a right ourselves to say what we want and what we don't want. But it's better to know what you want and to tell your family what that is so that they don't accidentally do the wrong thing, or just because they didn't talk to you or you didn't talk to them, they don't know what you wanted. So just imagine if all those 8,000 people who were waiting for an organ all died, that's 8,000 people gone, dead. Imagine those 8,000 people all received a transplant, because when somebody died, because people die every day, it's a fact, it's sad, but it happens. Happened to my mum, happened to lots of people I know, and you too. But imagine you're lying there and every single person's family gets asked, do you consent to the person you've just lost, to their organs being donated? And 8,000 people say yes because they spoke to us and told us what we wanted. Yes, it's a big yes from us. That's different, isn't it? 8,000 people have a chance to live on longer in life and enjoy it with their families. They'll have a different quality of life, hopefully an improvement. Not everything is an improvement, but more or less they have that opportunity and that chance because you said yes and you told your family what you wanted. So that's what I ask you to think about. Pick up my book, read it. It's called Family Matters. It's a quick read. I just want to tell the story of what it was like for a family waiting for a life-saving transplant for my mum, how difficult it was for everyone, and how the outcome wasn't good because somebody didn't say yes. She died waiting. I can't change that, but what I can do is to try to tell the story to get you to change your minds and to say yes.